new video of Math Learners. In today's video, we'll be doing unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms, also referred to single-celled organisms, only have one cell. So unlike other organisms, they only have one cell. So organisms that have lots of cells can be humans, cows, tigers, etc. So there are many unicellular organisms on Earth. In today's video, I'll show you 3 examples of unicellular organisms. Here we have a bacteria cell. So in the bacteria cell, there is chromosomal DNA, plasmid DNA, cell wall, cell membrane, and flagellum. But the thing about flagellum is that it may not always be present. So chromosomal DNA. The DNA of most bacteria is contained here instead of a nucleus. So it's contained here. Often the genes provided here provide the bacteria with genetic benefits. So it provides it with genetic benefits so that the cell stays stronger. Plasmid DNA is a circular DNA molecule different from the chromosomal DNA. So as you can see here, it is circular and it is different from the chromosomal DNA. Cell wall gives the cell rigidity. So this gives the cell rigidity, so it keeps the cell together. Cell membrane. The wall around the cell controls what goes in and out. So cell membrane is here, and this cell membrane's here, and this controls what goes in and what comes out. Flagellum. This is like a tail and this helps the cell move. However, this may not be present at all time. So this gives it mobility so it can move. Cytoplasm is jelly-like substance inside the cell. So here, cytoplasm is contained in this jelly-like. So it's like the liquid of a cell, where all the cell molecules are contained. And then finally we have nucleoid, which means nucleus-like. Here, nucleus is essential for controlling the activity and production of the bacteria cell. So it may not be labeled on this diagram, but nucleoid is present in bacteria. So here we have Archaea. Archaea are a little bit similar to bacteria, but still very distinctive from it. So the thing about Archaea is that they may be the same in size, but still they're a little bit different from bacteria. Here we have an Archaea cell. So it contains a cell wall, plasmid DNA, flagellum, cytoplasm, bacterial DNA. So all the things may not be labeled here, but I want to tell you the main bits. So the cell wall, this gives the cell rigidity. So this helps gives cell rigidity and keeps it together. So the plasmid DNA, it was contained in bacteria too, and here it is contained too. So it's a circular DNA molecule. So the flagellum is used for mobility underwater. So this helps it move around. And cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance where chemical reactions happen. So cytoplasm, here all the chemical reactions happen. So chromosomal DNA, this is where some of the genes are stored. So some of the genes inside a archaea cell are stored here. Here we have some Euglena cells. So the thing special about Euglena cells is that they contain both plant cells, the plant features, and animal features. So another thing about Euglena is that they're so small that you have to use a microscope to look at them. So here you can see are some Euglena cells. Here is a Euglena cell. A Euglena cell contains a flagellum. The flagellum is tail-like and used for mobility, like under the cells, and it may not always be present. So it is here and it may not always be present. So the nucleus controls what the cell does. So nucleus is here and it controls what the cell does. It's like a brain. So chloroplast is needed for photosynthesis. So chloroplast is used by plants for photosynthesis, and photosynthesis is how plants make their food. And now here we have reservoir, long whip-like structure that acts like a motor. So the reservoir is here and it acts like a motor. Stigma, this helps in photosynthesis, and then you have a pellicle to consume, absorb dead organic matter to produce food. So in basic way, this is how it absorbs its food, other than using photosynthesis. So this is where the pellicle is an animal, like an animal cell or animal feature, and chloroplast is a plant feature. So this is how it contains both plant and animal features. Thanks for watching today's video. Bye.